everyone, and welcome to this week's vlog. So, if you've been keeping up to date with me on my Instagram, you should know that I went home to Sydney for summer. Now when I say summer, I mean a European winter, because to be fair, European winters, not for me anymore. You've got this beautiful moment up until Christmas where it's all shiny bright lights, and then it comes to January and it's just grey. And it's just so grey, and I just can't really deal with that anymore. So I've been really lucky to be able to shipping myself off to Sydney for a couple of months just to recharge, as I like to call it, solar powering, and just get to be with friends, family, and go to my favorite things, which is aerial yoga, hi guys, and doing Pilates and paddleboarding and all that jazz. So when I went home, I kind of have been feeling really stuck. I love working in costume, but the last job was terrible. There's no point sugarcoating it, what can I say? And I was trying to find a way to be artistic again, and I wanted to reconnect, because I would love more than anything to be a costume designer for YouTube, get to create things for my schedule and my ideas and just be artistic. But I need to find another way to be creative, and I thought, you know what, I love travel, I love painting, so I've decided to release a whole new avenue, and I really hope to God it works, because I'm so scared to do this. But I'm going to be selling prints of all my travels. I want to show you the world through my eyes. I want to be able to take you on a journey where you get Instagram footage and photos and reels, and then I need to do vlogs so you can see the vlogs of my traveling, and then looking into costume as well. But most importantly, I need to show you the art and what influences me when I travel. So the real dream is to be able to do fabric design, to show you of all the places where I go to and be able to sell that to you guys, and you can create whatever you want. But in the meantime, I'm also going to be focusing on prints, as I've said. Now, prints, what am I doing? Well, this is going to be my summer range. So when I say summer, I mean a Sydney summer. So which I'm technically releasing in a Sydney winter, but it's a summer here. Oh, so many S's there. So without further ado and ranting, let's get to the products. To start off with, we're going to do the #1 print, which is the Balmain print. Now this print is located at the Balmain Baths, or also known as the Dawn Fraser Baths. It was such a beautiful moment being in this place. You've got the really old 1930s, 20s changing rooms, and this is located on the harbour. So in the corner there should be a little stingray that came into the waters, and it's just everyone enjoying this beautiful location that's technically city but suburbia. And this is the first painting I did, so everything I've done is using Posca pens, and then I have put into the scanner and I've reproduced it on this lovely beautiful quality little print. Now the next one that I'm going to show you is called Clareville. Clareville is the place where I go paddleboard, and I love this place. This is a moment we were sitting having a cup of coffee with the paddleboard guy, Tony Henry. You can have a look at all my paddleboarding adventures via this vlog link here. And I just loved this moment because everyone was just resting and everyone having a moment just to enjoy what was happening on Pittwater. When I go paddleboarding with my mum, I always take the drone, we go out for a little paddle, and we had just come to Paradise Beach, set up the drone, and I was able to walk on this beautiful, it's a local sort of pier, and this is called Pittwater Pier. And it was just me walking across, enjoying all the beautiful landscape and in the harbour. And I just love this because we were just watching the tide come in, and it was just a really beautiful moment with all the beautiful clear blue waters. Just love it. Now this is a bit controversial, this print. Now when I say controversial, we'd come back and we were showing the paddleboard instructor the drone footage we'd got, and he was amazed, and I got out the drone and showed him. He's like, oh, can you show me how it works? So because, you know, trying to be polite, I sat him down next to me, said, Mum, can you go scout a drone on the beach? Needless to say, the drone went into a tree. I totally blame Tony. I like to call this painting the moment the drone broke, or otherwise known as, to you guys, paddling. It was a moment in the water and I had the camera just right, and it was two girls just enjoying being out on the paddle boards and having a great time in the water, and it was really beautiful, that moment. Now, while I'm in the area, I better show you the other one I did. Now, I'm really proud of this one. I actually am so proud of it. I gave it a copy to Tony because I thought it was a really beautiful way to promote his business. So this is called Resting at Pittwater. And this is again in the heart of Pittwater. We've got all our paddle boards out on the beach. We've also got some kayaks there. So it's just showing that everyone is enjoying Pittwater. And I'm just so jealous of the person that lives there because they've got an office there. It's just so nice to paddle past their office. And isn't that just a beautiful moment, just resting on the beach, watching the world go by? And I love this one so much. I think it's one of my favorites. 100% it's one of my favorites. And while we're down there, apparently a lot of them are down in Pittwater. We were going down there for a paddle. Oh my god, who am I? And we were going really, really early, and we decided to stop at Avalon Beach, and this was what it was like at dawn. And it was just beautiful. There was no one on the beach. Everyone was watching the sunrise. There was a woman there just sitting there meditating, and it was such a beautiful moment. But it's such a restful moment, I find, where it was just so peaceful. It was perfect. So coming back from paddling, we decided to go on the touristic way, and we decided to go down to Bilgola. Now, Bilgola is a really beautiful part. It's really secluded. It's not one of the main beaches, but it's just gorgeous. And we just stopped in the car and I went, wow, isn't that a fantastic painting? And I just love this little moment of everyone just sitting on the beach and enjoying a beautiful sunny day. And this is called Bilgola, obviously. And I just love this moment. It just screams Sydney summer. Now, one of my other early paintings was when we were down at Barangaroo for the dawn smoking ceremony for Australia Day. And this is called, oh my goodness, I want to say it correctly. So this is in the Sydney dialect, which I'll put here the pronunciation. Marinawee Cove. So it is now the First Nations name for this little spot. This is opened right on Sydney Harbour. Literally the bridge is right here. This is the new swimming hole, and it was just such a beautiful moment taking this picture and being in this moment during Australia Day. There was people paddleboarding past, there was just everyone enjoying this brand new spot in Sydney, and it's fantastic. Now on Australia Day we went to, again, another dawn experience, which was at the Opera House. I get jealous that I miss out on Vivid Sydney every year, and they did a beautiful First Nations artwork. An artist painted this to go over and be protected on the Opera House, and boy, it was such a beautiful moment. We stood there for ages just enjoying this. It was such a precious moment watching the sunrise over the Opera House. I've never seen that before. And this is called Dawn of the Day. I'm really proud of that one. That took a lot of effort. So I've just been really enjoying using Posca and pencils and all these different ways to create imagery and just enjoying the journey, which has been fascinating. Now while we're in Sydney Harbour, hey, let's go a bit further down, because while I was there, it was also World Pride. And Coogee, I'm sorry if I say it wrong, Coogee Beach had painted a rainbow. So I had to mimic that as well. And this is called Pride at Coogee. And there was this beautiful image all over the internet. I just had to recreate it as well. And I just was so inspired by it, with everyone's towels and umbrellas out enjoying Pride. Now, this is at Coogee as well. This is one of the bars at Coogee. So this is called Coogee Pool. This is a Banksia sitting over the water, and everyone was swimming in this pool. It's just such a beautiful, relaxing moment I found when I was down at Coogee that one time. Now we're at the southern beaches of Sydney. We might as well go up to good old Camp Cove. Now Camp Cove is right on the edge of Sydney Harbour, and there's a gorgeous kiosk there. So needless to say, I had to paint that, and I think this is again one of my favourite paintings. There was two people having a cuppa with their dog and just enjoying what is going on in Camp Cove for the afternoon. So this is called Camp Cove Kiosk. Now across the harbour there's another fantastic pool. There are a lot of good pools down in the Sydney Harbour. This one is called McCallum's Pool, and the view of the Opera House and Harbour Bridge is spectacular. But I didn't showcase that in this painting. I showcased the people. There was a little clearing in the fence, and this was such a beautiful moment with all the people just having a nice sunbathe and enjoying the waters right on Sydney Harbour. It is such a beautiful local spot. I had a lovely time spending my afternoon there. Oh, it's great. Last but not least, I wanted to do this experience for such a long time. I'm so pleased I finally went to the Sydney Oyster Tours, where you get on a boat, you go out into the Hawkesbury River up at Mooney Mooney or Brooklyn, and you put on your waders, you get in the water, and you are treated to a feast of Sydney Rock oysters, prawns and some champagne, and boy, the view. So without further ado, this is probably my favorite. I loved capturing this moment between these couple. It's so Australian. You've got all the bushland, you've got oysters, you've got people wearing their kubras, the waders, and this is called shucking oysters. So I don't know if you've ever shucked oysters, but that's an experience. So that's what she's doing there. Absolutely love that. Now when you get one of these prints, it gets put into a lovely little sleeve, which will have card at the back to protect it. You get a really cute sticker which says my brand. So the way I've done the branding, it's all old-fashioned travel. So this is like a passport stamp to go in your passport. So it's all, and you'll also see that all my paintings are going to be signed, but with using my little passport stamp, which I think is such a cute little moment. Now also when you get your order, you're going to get one of these lovely, fantastic, tacky postcards. It's very 90s, 80s, I thought. So it says, greetings from my world. It's got one of my paintings, then it's got some of my illustrations for a fabric design I did, and I really like that. And I'm liking the blur. And then on the back, again, very tacky postcard. It's just a little thank you from me, which I just love. And it's got my Instagram accounts, so go check them out. You've got the OG, which is this, and then you've got the art one. Now, as I said before, I want to be able to showcase my travel as much as possible. So how else am I going to do that? I'm really into embroidery kits at the moment. Now I thought with each range that I release, I should probably do a embroidery piece. This is using my favorite, well, one of my favorite paintings. This is the Pittwater one with the paddle boarding. Now this is in the early stages because I just wanted to know if you guys would be interested in that. I love this sort of stuff. It would be a kit. In the kit would be this that is printed onto a piece of fabric. You'll get all the threads, you'll get a needle. I'm debating financially if it's good to include scissors. Would you be interested in scissors? You'll get a hoop as well, and I think that is a really, really good starting point. Would you be interested in a tutorial? Would you like it as a video, or would you just like instructions? Because it's going to be all satin stitch. It's self-explanatory, but would you like instructions to go with that? So let me know. But I'm really proud of that. It looks spectacular in my opinion. The main reason that I really wanted to do this is because I want to do fabric design. I want to do costume, but I want to do it my way. And I thought with each place I visit, I'll do 3 or 4 prints. And the first print, because I spent so much time down there, is of course Pittwater. And you've got everything that makes up Pittwater here. You've got people paddle boarding, you've got boats, you've got people enjoying the beach, you've got oysters and people swimming, you've got fishing, you've got jelly blubbers, you've got it all. And I'm just so incredibly proud of this. This has all been hand painted by me and then put into a computer and made into this spectacular print. Now I'm looking for a supplier to do this. I want to get it wholesale, so would you prefer to buy it straight away? So I buy like 100 meters and just sell it out? Or do you want me to do like a custom order, so you say how many meters you want? It takes about 2 months, because I know another brand does that, and I don't know I'm not sure about that because I want it to be tangible as fast as possible for you. But would you be interested in having fabrics? Because I'm dying to make you fabrics. Like, I know exactly what this is going to be wearing. And also, my first version of it was actually on a swimming costume because I really wanted to showcase it to my paddleball group and see what they think, and they loved it. And I'm currently designing some fabric for them because we're going to make something for them. Stay tuned for that. And then you can't go to Australia without having Aussie brunch. I love this one. You've got everything. You've got your avocados, you've got your cherry tomatoes, you've got your eggs multiple ways, you've got salt and pepper, and of course coffee. Some of my colleagues said this is very 1950s, and they can see a 1950s dress in this. So I love this. A big baggy shirt with some jeans, going off to brunch at Paddington. And I do have another design that I'm working at the moment, which is for Sydney Harbour. So stay tuned for that if you would like that. I really want to do this. So tell me if you like it. Last but not least, because it's the height of summer in the UK and I'm surrounded by all these seasonal flowers, which just fills me with joy. So I've designed a summer flower fabric that is British. And it's got everything in it. You've got your foxglove, sunflowers, poppies, hollyhock, daisies, cow paisley, lavender's iris, the purple fluffy one, what I've forgotten what's called, sweet pea, canola, more daisies, strawberries, roses and cornflowers. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it so much. It's really cute. Again, I can see this for a nice shirt or summer dress. Very, very happy with that. So, I think that's everything that's in front of me. So I really, really hope you love everything that I'm going to release. Now the plan is to release the prints at about 25 quid each. And if this goes really well, I'm going to start off on Etsy. Have a look at the Etsy link below. And if it really picks up and people are interested, I will start shipping it further and further and further afield, because I want to make sure that all of you have the opportunity to, if you like something, enjoy it. And I'm still painting stuff from Australia, so I wouldn't mind doing a second range, but I've got so many things to print. I am seeing all these beautiful summer moments in Britain, so I would love to start painting all that. And if this goes really well, I really want to just keep painting and selling prints to you. And I really, really, really hope that you love it. I really hope you love it. I love this. This has been such an interesting year so far for me. I'm changing a lot about my life, and I hope this is a really nice way for me to be creative and expel all these things I have going on in my head, and I get a chance to spend more time doing this and showcasing how I see the world and showcase it to you guys. So make sure you go to the link below for my Etsy account, and we'll see how it goes. Anyway, also make sure you like this video, because then I can see if you guys do want me to sell prints and if you enjoy this sort of format, because I really, really need to edit more, and I miss editing and I miss being creative, and I just need to do this more. It's really important for me. So if you can like and subscribe my videos, and I know that you're enjoying this and you want to be part of this world, which would just, let's be real, help my soul a little bit. Let's be real. So like the video, subscribe to the channel, and go to the link below, and I will see you next time. I don't know why I'm saying namaste. Namaste everyone. Peace out, and I'll catch you later.